What's up, guys? As you can tell by the thumbnail, this is my final thoughts on the Vipersharp sharpening system. This is number 2 that I'm wrapping up in the series. I finished the Worksharp guided sharpening system. Gave it 2 thumbs up, 100%. For the money, you're never going to beat that system. Even if it was double the price, you wouldn't beat that system. This is a different system. This is premium materials. It uses the same type of motion that some of the other well-known sharpeners uses. Has its upsides, its downsides. I'll talk about some of the upsides first. So one question people would ask me, being a professional sharpener, would this replace my Wicked Edge? My answer would be no, but there'd be a reason. One, the biggest reason is because I've been sharpening on the Wicked Edge forever. It's very hard to switch when you've sharpened I don't know how many hundreds and hundreds of knives and just switch to another system. Could it possibly change out one day? Possibly. But if I were, if I were just a collector and I only sharpened my own knives, possibly. Because the entire set of stones, diamond stones from Vipersharp, is $95. You can't buy one stone from Wicked Edge for $95. They run $100, $110, $100 up to $130 depending on the stone, and they don't last that long. I can't say that these last longer because there's no way I could do a demonstration for that long. I mean, people would completely lose interest in this, right? I can say I believe they cut better. They cut better longer. When they're new, they cut better, and then the Wicked Edge stones last a decent amount of time, but you can literally tell pretty quickly that they're starting to lose bite because you can grab with a different part of the stone that you're not been using, and it grabs really well. These seem to bite better longer. I do like the idea of having the knife right in front of me where I can see what I'm doing, right? I can tell if I got all the scratches out from the last grit. Seem to have more control. One thing I would change, this knob, I would put this knob at the very end down here, and I would probably make it a different, more ergonomic. Okay, that's not a big deal. The clamp, I would have a 2-screw clamp where you could tilt this at an angle and bite better on some blades. Not a deal breaker, it's just something I would change if I was designing it. The materials, it gets 2 thumbs up. It's a, I believe it's quartz over aluminum and stainless, and it's a well built, it tears down all into a gun case that I showed in the previous videos. It's very compact, very portable. The switching out the stones is probably the easiest and quickest of any system I've used yet. That's another thing with this one, you only have to have 1 stone per grit. That's part of where the cost is coming from on the Wicked Edge. I like the fact that it has your 2 wrenches right here on the side to hold it, but I did find that the Wicked Edge key fits this, and that was really convenient. Ironically, the Wicked Edge key doesn't fit my Wicked Edge. Is the Wicked Edge a better system? I would say so, but it's so much more money. I mean, the entire line of diamond stones with Vipersharp is $95. My set of diamond stones over on my sharpening table were over $1,000. So yeah, you could buy your way to a better system, but if you're a collector, why would you want to? When I'm sharpening my own knives, I enjoy it. When I'm sharpening for a customer, it seems more like work. I do the same things, I go through the same motions, but it seems that I have a lot more to do, so I have to focus and stay moving and get them done in a timely fashion, so it doesn't cost me money to sharpen people's knives, right? I think Mike Wood did a great job with this system. It's $200 and some odd dollars, I think, for the system. I mean, I don't think that's an unreasonable amount of money to ask for what you're getting. It's a quality system. It's a great system for a collector. I probably until I've had more stones and more experience and stuff with it, I'm just so far invested into this Wicked Edge that probably wouldn't use it professionally, but I will absolutely use this to sharpen my knives. I enjoy it more. I enjoy sharpening my knives more because I can see my work and see what I'm doing. So this system does get 2 thumbs up from me. Has its drawbacks, but everything you look at is going to have drawbacks. I'm not here to tell you the things that don't fit me, because they may not affect you. The clamp system, if you take your time and get it clamped in there, and it works just fine. And get your angle set. You have to have an angle finder with all of these systems. Just doing the Sharpie on the edge, that's a get-by thing. You need an angle finder. They don't cost much at all. Sharpen your knives at the same angle every time. Don't be jumping around. That way you know, hey, I can tell you all of my knives just about are at 20 degrees. It's just what I started doing and what I've kept doing. That way I know when I go to sharpen a knife, I can do it in probably 5 or 6 minutes, because all my knives are sharp. I'm just touching them up. The lapping films work great. I can recommend the diamond over the aluminum oxide. They last longer, a little bit longer. Mike's tip about wetting the stones with soapy water, even the diamond stones, was huge for me. On all my systems, it's better, right? I advise you do that on all your systems. It doesn't make a huge mess like you would think. If you get a spray bottle with a really fine mist and you just barely trickle it on your stones, just keep them wet, keeps them a little bit lubricated. And I know lubrication and sharpening don't seem like it would go together, but it keeps the stones cool, and seems like it lasts longer. It pulls the material back away from what you're cutting, so you're always cutting with fresh diamonds. You're not cutting metal to metal and rubbing metal and metal together. You're actually working. So I personally recommend this system. So if you're interested, go to Vipersharp.com, buy you one. And when you wear these stones out, you spend $95 instead of $1,000 to get you. I would advise you get you some ceramic stones too. They're even cheaper. When I finish, I use my diamond stones to cut up to about 1,000 grit. Most of the time I cut to about 1,000 grit. I have up to 3,000 grit, but a lot of metals like S35V and stuff, you don't need to cut to 3,000 to get a mirror polish, especially like D2. You don't need it. Use a ceramic stone with water, and it really shines up even before you use the lapping films. That's another thing. Vipersharp's lapping films are much cheaper. Everything is just cheaper with the system. It's gauged towards the collector, so it's a homeowner edition, collector edition. So anyway, 2 thumbs up. Go out and get you one. Next up is the Edge Pro. I just got an email from them that they're ready to ship. So be in touch, guys. God bless you and your families.